Hello.
Welcome to Buffalo Sports Basement, where we talk all things Buffalo sports.
So buckle up, because here we go. We're live from the basement. It's Buffalo Sports time.
Let's go.
Welcome back to Buffalo Sports Basement. We're in week 2 of the season in the NFL. Now, last week, our Bills got a big comeback win against the Arizona Cardinals in week 1.
Yeah, they started off slow, trailed 17-3 going into the end of the first half, but obviously we got Josh Allen, and he marched down and we scored and made it 17-10 going into the half. And I really thought the momentum was in the favor of the Arizona Cardinals, but we definitely took that over going into the third quarter, and eventually we did tie the game in the third at 17.
Yeah, the Bills actually outscored the Arizona Cardinals 24-11 in the second half to get that 34-28 win.
Yeah, what a great second half. Like I said earlier, they started off slow, but really came through in the second half. Josh went 18 for 23 for 232 yards and 4 touchdowns. 2 of those being on the ground. One of those, he hurt his hand. He jumped over safety Buda Baker, and that's how Josh plays. A lot of people give him, they criticize his play, but the dude balls, and he got us the touchdown because he does anything that he needs to do for the Bills to win.
I'll never criticize Josh Allen for being Josh Allen.
He runs over linebackers, he doesn't care, he'll jump over safeties. But he did come down in his hand, which they were looking at it on the sideline, and I know there's probably some soreness and things like that. But he was full participant in practice this week. He had a glove on, but he's gonna be ready to go for Thursday. And Josh is a fighter. Josh is a warrior.
Now, despite the slow start on defense, they did react well and turn it around the second half. Bobby Babbitt coached the second half for those boys. They actually held Kyler Murray to only 21 of 31 for 162 yards and 1 touchdown.
Yeah. He's a smaller guy. I think the defense, they recognized that more in the second half, and they started getting in his face, jumping up and on the line of scrimmage, which led to three sacks by Greg Rousseau, one which was a forced fumble.
Yeah, huge performance by Rousseau. And Terrell Bernard actually led the team with 10 tackles, so silently good performance by Bernard too, I think.
Yeah, I'm glad that our linebackers, played well. I wanted to see Andreessen play. He wasn't active, but it's okay. We'll see him soon.
We ended up needing the depth anyways. Some cornerbacks coming in and stepping up with Cam Lewis, and really like seeing them play well, so that was fitting.
Definitely a big blow to the Bills' defense. Karen Johnson, he went down with a forearm injury in the first half and did not return, is unlikely and probably not going to play against the Dolphins on Thursday night. But Cam Lewis, he played good. I think he had 7 tackles, and if he's not making those tackles, those could end up in points.
Solid overall performance, I think, stepping up.
I think the biggest difference in the second half was the coaching. Obviously you have Josh Allen. Like, you got the worst coach in the league, and you have Josh Allen, and he's gonna do something for you. Yeah. But I think coaching was a really important. I think the Cardinals went for it middle of the quarter on fourth and 5 or 6, I think it was, and they ran like a sweep outside with James Conner, and we stuffed them, and it was a turnover on downs. I think coaching McDermott, he drew up the right game plan in the second half for us to succeed.
And if nothing else held them together as a team, they didn't crumble. Just being down, 2 scores early on like that, they didn't really seem phased. They just ramped it up from there. From the moment they were down 17-3, the game almost never looked anything but up from there. So.
For sure. One thing I was really impressed with the Bills defense specifically was they held Marvin Harrison Jr. to only 1 catch for 4 yards. he's a rookie, but he's supposed to be the next guy, the next big thing in the NFL, and we held him. We held him to one catch and for 4 yards, and it was a great game plan by the Bills coaching staff, and they executed, and yeah, we got the win.
All right. Well, before we move on to talking about where we're at moving forward with the Bills, how about you come along to the Bills store with us?
Yeah, we're here at Ruffleton Stadium at the Bills store. Actually, it's Highmark Stadium, but yeah, 2 days before game day, we're playing in Miami for Thursday Night Football. I need a new Bills hat, so let's go see what they have. What are you waiting for? Come on. Me and my boy Josh. We actually kind of look alike.
It smells like victory.
That's a good Christmas gift for a friend or for yourself. I'll keep you warm all winter. Tons of hats, stuff for the kids, your animals, your pets, your friends. I decided to go with this hat. You really can't beat it. And, we're really excited about the opportunity of coming in here, and you can see the stadium right there, which is great. You can't beat it.
I love the Bills store. Just makes me feel like I'm at home in a weird way,
And like I said, it really smelled like victory when we were there.
Now, believe it or not, with that win, the Bills remain undefeated at home against the Arizona Cardinals, which is only one of 3 teams that have never beat the Bills in our own house.
Josh's 4 touchdowns to secure that win, 2 on the ground and 2 in the air, actually, I believe ties the record with Hall of Famer Steve Young.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
2 of the best running quarterbacks in history, in my opinion.
Definitely. If you were going to take Josh Allen versus Steve Young in today's NFL, who would you take? Josh Allen.
No disrespect to Steve Young, great quarterback, his own accolades, but there's only one Josh Allen.
Well, very true.
No, I feel like the Bills are sitting in a really good place right now. Any questions about the wide receiver room, in my opinion, should be out the window. They looked great. They performed well as an entire unit last Sunday. I mean, no complaints from anyone. Everyone performed when the ball went their way. No big mistakes.
A few plays that I did see Keon Coleman, and for his debut, I think he did really well. Coleman looked physical, and he caught 4 passes for 51 yards, and every guy got a little taste on the offense there. Offensive line played really well. James Cook, I don't think he had 100 yards, 71.
I feel like, we had some question marks about DeMar going into the game and this and that, but honestly, I think he performed overall pretty well.
With Teron Johnson going down in the first half and Cam Lewis stepping up. I was happy with his performance, and I think that we have a little bit more depth at the DB position than I think we thought.
Yeah, let's continue to keep an eye on them though, see how they play, because Johnson is out this week, so hopefully they step up again. Big opponent coming up. So
divisional opponent against the Miami Dolphins. The Bills are actually 4-0 since 2022, including the playoffs against the Dolphins. They have Tyreek Hill, they have Jalen Waddle, they have Tua at the quarterback position. Let me tell you, we're going to go into Miami and we're going to ball. We never had trouble in Miami, only that one time a few years ago with the sun and everything like that. But I don't think the weather's going to be a factor. I think they're calling for mid to low 80s, and it's a night game too. Rain during the day, might be a little muggy, but I think us playing at night in Miami is really going to be beneficial to the Bills for sure.
I do believe, like you said, good weather for the most part, so it shouldn't be stopping the passing game. Both teams should be able to throw and run that ball freely. I expect it to be relatively high scoring, but I think we know it's going to come out on top.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think it's going to be high scoring too. I'm not going to give you my prediction just yet, but yeah, I think it's going to be pretty high scoring.
Maintaining control of the division is so key for us, to making a run here like we want to do. So.
And we know it's early, it's only week 2, but the winner of this game is actually going to be atop of the AFC East. Early as it is, and anything can happen from now until week 17, or until week 18 actually. Winning this game is very important. It's a divisional game. It puts us on top of the AFC East. I would say, with the Bills' second half play, they didn't exactly squeak out a win, but it was definitely a little bit too close for comfort. Now, on the other side, Miami barely beat the Jags at the end of the game there with a field goal. They actually came back from...
Felt like those Jags gave that game up a little bit, but Miami did come out on top in the end.
Yeah, which is great because they think they have the momentum, but, the Bills are going to go in there and play ball.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Thursday night football, you gotta love it. Primetime game. Josh loves to show up in primetime games. I'd like to see Joe Brady's offense come out looking good again. He had a really good mix of pass and run, stressed the field, stressed the sidelines. I really think he really made that offense look incredibly versatile. They did so many different things, and I was really impressed with this game calling.
Yeah, another great thing alongside that is the performance by kicker Tyler Bass. I thought that, we talked a little bit about his inconsistency in the last episode. Moving into the season, we wanted to see him hit those clutch, important field goals. He went 2 for 2 on field goals and 4 for 4 on extra points. Didn't seem nervous, seemed good, and there was some wind coming down at the end of the game there, which actually put the Bills up by 6, which, to be honest with you, in my heart, I was like, hey, let's go for it here. We go for it. We're guaranteed to win this football game. We get the first down, we execute. We're guaranteed to win this football game. And the whole, Hail Murray, we're up by 6. It's coming into the 2-minute warning. I'm like, oh no, what's going to happen?
I think there's something to be said from a coaching standpoint, morale, and, keeping the troops together, keeping the boys playing better and better, is you gave Tyler Bass the confidence in that moment. You called on him in his moment. You called on the defense in their moment. You kind of made a declaration statement saying we win as a team. The Buffalo Bills came back in the second half and we won this game as a team. We don't, as much as Josh Allen can carry this team on his back and does many times, is that guy, but I think there was something from a coaching standpoint to say, the Bills are here to win as a team, and they're the real deal.
Kicking that field goal showed a lot of what McDermott thinks about Tyler Bass as a player, and what Tyler Bass could do in to overcome his misses in previous games and things like that.
Time for game time predictions. For player of the week this week, I'm going with a running back, James Cook. I think the kid's going to have a great day. I think he's going to put up a rushing and a catching touchdown. I think he breaks 100 yards rushing this week too. I think he's going to have one heck of a game.
I think that's a great pick, with our offensive line doing so well last week. And I think that's definitely a possibility. Give him a touchdown or two while you're there. My guy this week is going to be Keon Coleman, rookie out of Florida. I think going back to the warm weather, and he looked great in Buffalo last week for his debut game. But yeah, I think Keon Coleman goes back. I think he gets a touchdown. I'm going to give him 7 catches for 75 yards and a touchdown. I think that's a really good, strong game by him. There was a few plays there that I think he could have gotten in the end zone and didn't. So I'm going to be looking in his direction most of the game.
I like it. All right. Final score predictions. I'm going with none other than the Bills coming out on top, 30-17.
I like that a lot. I think the Bills take this one. I think it's a little bit closer than you think. not as high scoring. I think the Bills take this one 21-17. I think they start off faster than the Dolphins, and the Dolphins creep back slowly in the second half, and our defense holds up and wins the ball game for us.
Go Bills!
Let's go! Twist the fish!
Don't forget your scrunchies. I would like to have some. I should thought something pretty cool that did happen. I'm not sure if that's Terrell Bernard right there. Nope, it's not. Terrell Lady. Ladies of the. Does look like.
Anytime you visit Highmark Stadium, or you're just in town, or you're just coming by to go to the Bills store, you gotta take a picture in front of the Bills logo. But one thing you don't do is you don't step on it. Okay? Have some respect. Go Bills. Go Bills!